my new teacher to know that I didn't know what he was talking about. No, I didn't remember him. But in my mind, immediately I went to all the negative things that I had done in my life, and I started wondering, was he one of the individuals?
I praise God as I rock the mic, come on. I praise God as I rock the mic, say what? I praise God as I rock the mic, come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. What situation is pitiful? Blackness is critical, defining our race and mind, not political. I'm striving with force to keep us on course, using the pyramid builders as my main source. Our children will guide us with ignorance behind us, removing the shades that once had blinded us. So up to the crossroad, straight from my black coat, communing with brothers. Straight from my Mac code, I step in as God with the mic as my ride, helping to raise the black children. They go from a pie. I enter as I'm a tap, exit as shimmer tap. Now that you know what's up, make sure you watch your step. I rise with the sun. It's a new day begun. Off the walk on my path, in search of the one. I'm looking for unity, not for no casualties. From working together, we stand for humanity. I was what was given. I'm far beyond 7 because I know and realize that she the two gates of heaven. Black woman, I love you. Black sister, respected thee. Reach deep down into yourself. Save our community. A labor is on our side. Allah will bless this ride. Ride will rise with truth. Jah will not criticize. Jesus will bless thee. It's part of the prophecy. Look deep into your soul. Truth will set you free. The end is in full effect. Don't be a fool, black. Hope you prepare yourself for a mental and spirit check. I praise God. I praise God. I praise God. I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. I'm going inside to take a look at all the sex I couldn't see in a book. Born on this planet in a mortal mind state. Mission civilized as a 348. Communication with the skill to build. Power to define as I direct my will. To save my people on the planet Earth. I got to go to the underground first. Listening to my elders as I reach my youth. Speaking to elders as I speak the truth. Following the order that's ordained by God. With my hair's my antenna and my mic is my rod. Being a good shepherd, I'ma feed my sheep. So I lay my body down so no wolves can creep. That's why I praise God. I praise God. I praise God. I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Say what? I praise God as I rock the mic. Come on. I praise God as I rock the mic. Peace. I want to send out some shots to my Baba Kelsey, to all my brothers and my sisters in Casa and the Underground Railroad. I'd like to send some specials out. My brother Water and my brother Seven Guests. And with that I say hotel. I don't want to betray my master's trust again. I'm going to give you the same gift that I
I'm a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Women, but I got your commercial, Mama goddesses were black.
I gotta pull it down. I gotta figure out how to pull it down and work with
now,
it. Shout out to my
civilization
good morning,
of the
good morning,
Greeks.
good morning.
The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
All right, it's time for the Toast family. Come on out. Let's get it. Trying to be right. Daily Toast. Media G&J Media. We are doing the daily. What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air.
Drink. 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 Drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move. Stay healthy,
Move.
family. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink. 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 Drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink. 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 Drink your water. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? All right, family. Welcome, and great Ujamaa to you. I know I don't have on the green, but I wanted y'all to see the shirt. Right? I was excited. I finally got the delivery. Yes, Mama Margarita, I got your sweatshirts. I just have to wait till I get up out of quarantine to make sure I bring them over to you because I want to make sure that you stay safe and, So, I got a couple more days. But there you go. We celebrate Kwanzaa 365, and we can celebrate Kwanzaa all year round around here. Hashtag Kwanzaa 365, GNJ.media. And I want to welcome you, family, and today, I know y'all can't read that from there, the importance of memory. The importance of memory. Remembering. Like, history is a group's memory of events that people share, that they felt was important enough to pass on. Memory, the thing that we build most of our lives on. For some of us, memories are beautiful things that motivate us and push us, and for others, memory act as a trap to hold us a prisoner. Memory. A very important tool. Something that grounds us in our surroundings, and in a lot of cases keep us safe, because it's through memory that we are able to deal with dangerous situations. People often freeze because they don't have a memory of being in certain situations, so they freeze. So in the military, when you go into the military, they get you used to gunfire. They get you used to acting around gunfire and explosions so that you have been exposed to it, so that you have some training to do it. In football and in basketball, they put you in situations that you might come into in games so that you can ground yourself and know that your body knows how to react, because why? It has been ingrained in your memory. In martial arts, right? A lot of times that you see little fancy techniques happening out there, a lot of this stuff is muscle memory. Memory, a very important thing. And memory also protects. Also protects. For example, let's take it back to when I first came to Ohio State, when I first came to Columbus. When I first came to Columbus, one of the things I did, I started hanging with a clique of brothers, and I decided to organize something, right? And I had always understood innately the power of shared memories. So I came up with an organization. Actually, the name came up, and only people that were around at that time will remember the story. And that story allows us to share an experience that holds us tight. So I started an organization called MAC, but the actual name MAC came from another brother within the organization, because we started going through old black exploitation movies, and we was riding in the car, me, him, a girl, another dude, and we talking shit like you do when you young, and he said, man, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm a Mac. So he started joking around and like, nigga, you can't even spell Mac. He said M-A-C. I say, see, it's M-A-C-K. I said, damn, Mac, M-A-C-K, man acquiring courage and knowledge. Then I built a whole circle of brothers and sisters around that memory. But everybody don't have that memory. Only a select group of individuals have that memory. So if I'm having a discussion with them, we can talk about other things because we share a certain experience as far as being at the ground level of creating something. You understand? So if somebody come in from the outside that's saying that they were there, and we talk about the history, it's a certain key point that they will not have because they were not there. Right? So I'll be able to be like, you's a fucking imposter. Something's not right. My spidey senses go off. Memory also keeps us grounded in who we are. Sometimes we got to let some of that go. Other times it helps firm up the foundation. Right? Because it's like one of the worst things that can happen to you is you losing your memory. Right? Get to the Mac house. It's certain things that happen in the Mac house that individuals that were there, because they shared the experience, we could get into intense conversation that nobody else understand what the fuck we talking about, because we have a shared memory. And if somebody try to intrude on that discussion and say, yeah, I remember that, and we all can ask the same question and they can't answer the question, imposter. Either I'm crazy or you might not belong. Memory. Moving from the Mac house to forming Mac, and got us. So now it's certain memories that individuals that was involved in my life and in our family at that time have. Like I could say Hawaiian bread. And certain people will either get extremely mad or remember that memory in a very powerful way. And if somebody that wasn't there and I say Hawaiian bread and they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, we got some questions that we have to ask. Are you who you say you are? Right? Shared memory. It keeps us safe. It keeps us grounded. Matter of security. Let's take even farther. I'd be like, yo, P82. People from Mac all the way up into this present day, into Gye-Nyame, in Gye-Nyame, will have an idea about what I'm talking about. Shared memory keeps us safe, keeps us grounded. Move it even further, go further, right? Go to a Gye-Nyame house. And I say Jones. Somebody who wasn't near, but claimed to have been there and been involved. If I say Jones or I say Ujamaa, and they be like, I don't know what you're talking about. Question, who are you? Why are you pretending? You don't belong. You fronting. I say Miss Mayat. I say power. That brings us up into the Gye-Nyame journey. I say, what is a warrior? Memory. It keeps us safe. It keeps us grounded. Now, let me, because what I'm saying now is that many of us, because we don't know our history or we have been excluded from our historical trauma or have not experienced our historical trauma, might not understand where I'm trying to take this. Because one, it's very important that we develop and we do things that gives us a shared memory that is unique to just us as a group, to just us as a tribe, to us as a family, and as individuals. It keeps us grounded. It reminds us who we are. It plugs us into our responsibility. Somewhere between 91 and 93, victim of severe head trauma, not clear on a lot of the minute pieces. One of my brothers who had experienced a lot of this stuff that I just went through you with, and he could probably answer all those questions, brought my attention to it. He said, your memory is not as clear about certain things as it was before you got shot. Because there's certain things he could talk about where I would have kind of hazy, it would be hazy to me. But he remembers stuff, just like my sister. My sister has a memory where my sister could remember everything. You know what I'm saying? Far as like birthdays and shit like that, anniversary stuff like that. My sister is real good at that shit, right? I wasn't good with that before I got shot. Now, you know, and after that, after the head trauma, it wasn't that good to me. But somewhere between 91, maybe 90, and 92. What's up, Sugarfoot? What you doing up this early in this morning, girl? What's going on? Family, listen, and let me tell you why I'm telling you this. Because a lot of us we're on the fringes of the struggle. A lot of us, we're on the fringes of the struggle. And this is what I mean. Because when you really start struggling for black folks, you start finding out that a lot of people don't want you to do what you're doing. And in some cases will destroy your entire life or even take you out of this life to stop you. One of my elders, two of my elders, when I formed MAC, told me, young brother, you don't need to do this. You shouldn't do this. You're not ready for this. And I couldn't understand why. And I started reflecting on the stories that one of my elders, Nomo, at that time he was a nation builder, used to tell me. Nomo would pull out files because he got access to his files from the FBI because it was public. It became public after a certain amount of time, and he was able to get his files. And in the files, they sent it to him, but they would mark out names in certain situations. So you would get your file, but they would not give up all of the information. It was certain stuff that they was allowed to block out. And Nomo, for people that don't know, Nomo was put on trial for murder. And they was trying to take this man's whole life. And after all that, and he beat the case, and later on in his life, he had to look through his files. And in many cases, look at the situations that he was reading about and see names blocked out and see certain things blocked out. And this whole time, this man had to be sitting around always wondering, or maybe even knowing, that he had been betrayed from people around him or people had set him up. And he could see it as clear as day. So when it came time for me to start organizing, he said, brother, I don't know if you really want to do this. I really don't think you're ready. I don't want your life. It's important what you're trying to do, but I don't think you really understand the depths of what you're getting into. Being hard-headed, I did anyway. So somewhere between 90 and 93. And I'm going to get back to the memory piece because I need to be very clear with y'all. Around between 90 and 93, before cell phones, I had what was called a pager. And for y'all that's out there that's too young, a pager was a device that gave you a number that anybody could call from anywhere with your area code. And it would ding you and give you a number. You would look at the number. You would either go to a phone booth, depending on what you was doing, or you would pick up the phone where you were. We had line phones at this time, and you would make a call. So one early morning, a whole lot of shit had been happening around me. And one early morning, I remember it was a Kumba morning, and I was sleeping late. Over a friend's house. I get a beep early in the morning. So I pop up, I look at it, and at the time I had a voice messages with mine. So the person not only beat me, but they left me a message. And on the message, one of my best friends, who had left the city maybe 2 years before this, left me a message. He's like, "Ha!" You know, he was one of the first ones to adopt calling me Ha Tim. So he was the one that made it Ha. Yo, nigga, you need to call me right now. All right? So I recognize the voice. He ain't said his name. I recognize the voice. Recognize the accent. Shared memories. Brother. You know what I'm saying? So I call him, and he asks me this question. He says, "Ha, what the fuck y'all doing up there?" I said, "What are you talking about?" "Bruh, I just had the feds down here asking me about you. I said, what the fuck you do? He said, I ain't do nothing. I'm going to school. What the fuck you doing up there? I said, he said, hi, you not understanding me, dog. I said, what you mean? He said, listen, I'm living in an apartment with my friend. It's 4 of us living in the house. The apartment is in somebody else's name. I don't have a bill in my name here. I don't have anything that connects me to this address, and they came straight to this house and they found me to ask me questions about you. So I really don't want to know what the fuck you doing, but whatever you're doing, they watching you. I said, John, stop fucking around. Stop playing. He said, bruh, I'm not playing. I never lied to you. I wouldn't lie to you right now. So whatever you got going on up there, know that they watching you. I said, all right, bro, I love you. Boom, boom, boom. We finished talking, laughed a little bit, hung up the phone. And I thought about throwing away my pager, but then I came to understanding. I came to a point where, damn, this pager costs a lot of money and shit. I ain't gonna throw this motherfucker away. Can't change the number, so I'm always gonna be watched. So I got to be very careful about who I deal with in all types of situations. I said, okay, all right. And one of the things that always keep me safe is memory. Because I remember certain situations, how certain situations felt. And I'm able, because I've been in many of these situations, I know how to deal with them. I know what to do when gunfire pops off. I know what to do when I walk into a room and the vibe is fucked up and it's just me and I ain't got no backup. I know what to do when I'm walking to a place and I can feel an ambush, whether it's a mental ambush or an actual physical ambush, because I've been in those situations. So when individuals say stuff that they are supposed to know, but they get it wrong because there's a shared memory there, you have to start asking questions. You have to start asking questions. A matter of security. You can't say that you was in the Gye-Nyame house and not know Jones, not know Miss Mayat. You can't say that you was coming over the house with the Gye-Nyame boys when they was running the goddamn streets and say that you never encountered power or even understand what the fuck I mean when I say power. Memory keeps us safe. Memory keeps us grounded. Memory reminds us who we are, and in some cases tells us who is not who they say they are. So family, I'm just saying, be careful, because nowadays we got a lot of shit going on. And I mean, because like the reason this piece sticks on me is because a few years ago, I don't know if y'all remember, there was this thing called the Mandela effect, where supposedly the word was that Nelson Mandela had died, and a lot of people thought that Nelson Mandela had already died, and they called it the Mandela effect, where certain things with reality has been switched around. So now, being somebody that looks at that type of shit, when something rings in my head, the first thing I start doing is start evaluating me. Is there something wrong with me? Is it something I'm not seeing? Is it something that, am I wrong? Let me look this up. I got to do the research. Because it keeps me grounded, because part of what I'm good at is, in a sense, I'm better at collective memory than even individual memory in many cases, right? So when I start hearing shit that don't sit right and don't fit into the narrative that I know, I have to ask questions. I have to get concerned. And you should be the same way. First ask yourself the question. First start with you. And then build out. All right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm just saying, be safe, family. Be safe, because we living in dangerous times, and we never know who's around us. Security. That's what it's called. It's called security. All right? So, let's get to the toast. I'm going to open up the lines, memory. Y'all can call in. We can go and discuss it. All right. We're going to switch screens real quick. Make sure I'm still streaming. Give me a second, fam. We're gonna be toasting with the red today. All right, first off, giving honor to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass, we salute our Creator, and we say, from there, family, we do as we usually do, right? We lift up our glass and we salute our ancestors. Very important. Family, memory. Once again, toasting is about memory. Right? We lifting up our glass. We're saluting our personal ancestors as we do on this daily basis. Those of you that are new and you want to add your ancestors to the list, by all means, feel free to post them up right now. And we will go on and make sure that they get on the list. Please be mindful that we have a list of we somewhere close to 1,000 now, if not over 1,000. I haven't sat down and counted them yet, but we're getting close. All right, so be mindful of other people want to put their ancestors on as well. So we lift up our glass. We salute our ancestors, and of course, we're going to say the names. We had Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Kristen Fanny Gaston, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvara Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, Normo X, Pet Mont Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Billmore, Phyllis Rose, Starting and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pullian, the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Anna Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melville Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Welly, Rita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Jordan, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keachler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spells, Slimmy Severn Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hider Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hallie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinez, Elder Amatat Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Mendel, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dilly Monares, Gina Rube Jones, Jana Callahan. That's the first page. We have William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basiji Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFridas Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanterbury, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Sprouting, Kevin Sprouting, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr. Did I get it? Let me see. Didn't get it. Ransom Evans Sr., Sam, I was right, Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob. Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch. Tim Ingalls, R.G. Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaneko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Akabuki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donnie Hill, Richard Gleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Holly Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, I'm Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, at Senior, Mally Miller, Halsey Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Copeland, Vivian Stevenson, Monahan Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mae Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earth in Houston, Led Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, in West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Bed Vaughn, John Dewey, Rue Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Howard Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lord Fernandez, Jacqueline Brothers, Reginald Albert, Mazarine Coper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlie Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang, Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham, Isaac Kunder, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Dermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McKill, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sonny Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Slunk, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thorne, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Anderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Coma, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey. We got Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamira Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha Damon, Ethel Marshall. We got Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter. We have Mary Smith, Juanette Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reeson, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne Patrice Turner, Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera Reeves Fisher, Jerry Jocelyn McCallum, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, Ira Branson, Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, Charles Stevens Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Burdell Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson, William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlene Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor, Madeline Yates, June Dandridge. Family, we lift up our glass, we salute each and every last one of our ancestors, and we celebrate them, and we lift them up, and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to the present moment. Right now, we are on Ujamaa, so I want to give all of the Ujamaa babies a round of applause. And say, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. It's Ujamaa. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. It's Ujamaa. Man, all right, family. We are on Ujamaa today. Today is Ujamaa. And family, we are building. We are moving forward. And if you want to understand what we do here at the Daily Toast, you understand why we do the Daily Toast, you understand why we do the folk tales, why we do the Proverbs, how we do it, how we break it down, what we are using all of this stuff for, right? It's a simple journey. Just take yourself to freegnjecourse.com. That's freegnjecourse.com. You can find out about Gye-Nyame. Hell, you can find out how to build your own tribe. You know what I'm saying? Because we're coming into tribe time, family. Because like I said, it may be some crucial choices coming up for some people in the near future. That you might not be ready for. Because the world has changed. We are approaching what they will soon be known as the post-pandemic time. Post-pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Everything before the pandemic was different. And many of us, once again, getting back to memory, many of us are going to start fading out of life that remember how life was before COVID. Not only that, many of us will be moving on soon to the other realm, becoming ancestors that can remember life pre-911. And I'm quite sure it was something prior to that some of us who may already be gone can only remember from back then. But I'm just saying, they play with our memory. They play with our group memory. Right? And we can allow that. We got to control that shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't just allow people to be able to manipulate your memory. That's how they control you. Because if I could control your memory, I could change your past. And if I could change your past, I control your future. I want you to really think about that shit. Well, anyway, today we are on Ujamaa. For those that don't speak the language, Well, before we even get to that, I'm going to ask each and every last one of you that's out there that's true to the game, family, get up and seek out Ujamaa in your everyday life. Ujamaa is out there. Activate that reticular formation. Get out there and seek it out. Ujamaa, for those that don't speak the language, we're in cooperative economics. The modic principle of the day is reciprocity. Gratitude is what we teach the young people. The color is green. As you can see, I got just a little bit of green on this shirt. 365. We celebrate Kwanzaa all year round here. Kwanzaa, hashtag Kwanzaa 365. GNJ.media. That's how we do it, right? Y'all see the shirt, right? Check out the shirt. Check out the shirt. Check out the shirt. Hey. But anyway, I'll show you how to get one. But anyway, family, now, so we're lifting up the glass to this present moment, to the power that we have in this moment. We lift up our glass and we salute and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Very simple journey. You ready? We're going to take this little trek. We're going to move from the present moment into the future generations. We lift up our glass, right? And we salute and we say, Ashe. Ashe. No, my fault. We salute our children's children, onto infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, we move from the future generations to all of our relations. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, it's a very simple journey. We're going to move from all of our relations straight into that selfish toast. This is for you. What is it that you need in this moment right now to move towards your greatness? We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move to that tribal toast, right? Who your tribe? Who your accountability network? Who you building with? Because, you know what I'm saying? Institutions fight institutions. Individuals can't fight or win against institutions. Because the institution, all they got to do is wait your ass out. Why? Because it's a generational thing. It can go on and on and on as long as people believe in it. Right? That's why churches can have multiple pastors. You know what I'm saying? Like you go into some of those old churches that's over 100 years old, you got different pastors. You see different, because that's an institution. What we build in with our tribe, and hopefully what you build in with your tribe, is an institution, right? That codifies and holds a memory. That's what institutions do. They hold a memory. We lift up our glass. We salute our tribe. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. I don't know what your tribe is, whatever it is, salute it. Lift it up. Hopefully it's keeping you on the right path. Hopefully it's holding you accountable. We lift up our glass and we say Ashe. Family, last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most powerful, the most excellent, the wisest, the bravest, the strongest, the most motivational and inspiring individual in the room. I lift my glass up to you. We salute and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And as we saying, Gye-Nyame, K-N, because this is our thing, definitely. All right. Let's make this transition. Ooh.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited.
Hold on.
Kid Magic. Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go.
My fault. Wrong transition. Here's the transition I want. There we go. Woo, made it. All right, family, Black Line is open, 614-556-4535. Once again, the Black Line is open. Feel free to hit us up. Let's have some conversation and points of memory. Oops, I did it wrong. Black Line is open. Black Line is open. 614-556-4535. Once again, the number is 614-556-4535. Calling on the Black Line. Calling on the Black Line. Let's have some talk. Toast and talk. It's time for us to toast and talk. You know, if y'all want to. If not, I just run my mouth. I have no problems with it. Y'all already know. Those that know me, y'all already know. I ain't even get started yet. But family, for those that might be interested in the shirt, now you see that the site is back up. Letting people know that the site is back up. So what happened was that I called my web dude, because he's not really a web designer. He's more of I don't know. But he put this together for us, right? And I said, I want to make it easy so that people can get in, right? But he said that there's no way that he know of at this point in time where he can make it possible for you to get in and see everything on the front screen of Gye-Nyame Journey without having an account. Because this is basically a hyperlink. This is a link. It's not what they call it, but basically it's a link that takes you inside of Gye-Nyame Journey account so that you can see exactly what we streaming. So once you log in, for those that are interested, you want to sign up. If you sign up, click sign up. It's a very easy process. Very easy process. I want to make sure that I'm still up. Very, very easy process. You know, let us know your name. You know what I'm saying? Your username. What's the nickname you want to use? Or what organization are you putting this up here for? Give us an email address, and then afterwards after you get done with this, you're gonna verify. You need to verify your email. New password. Create your password. Confirm your password and prove you're not a robot. It's not hard. And then click sign up. Right? Click sign up. But I'm gonna sign in and show you. So once you sign in, what happens is that the screen pops up and you're able to see everything that's streaming on Gye-Nyame Journey. All you got to do is press the little thing right here. I ain't going to press it because I don't want to stress out my computer because we already streaming at pretty high. And I know that the CPU is taking a hit right now. But anyway, probably not. I don't know. But it don't look that good. But anyway, you click on this and you're able to see it. Pops up, say play video. But you have to be signed in to be able to watch on the screen. And unfortunately, to protect all of the city accounts, to go to the city, you're going to have to log in. It's a safety feature that prevents anybody from being able to get on the site and do whatever the hell they want. All right? So, once again, when you go to Kwanzaa 2020, what's going to pop up is the cities that we're going to be streaming from, and there will be a link that will take you into each city site so that you can keep up with what they're doing between 6 and 8 during Kwanzaa, when they're doing their communal piece, the home piece, the home base piece. You're going to be able to go click on one of these and go straight in. I just have to get all the links together, and we're going to work it. So then we got vendors, which we're going to set up Ujamaa ebook, where you're going to be able, as a vendor, to advertise or be able to support some of the vendors that support Kwanzaa. Remember, Kwanzaa is a cultural stabilizing holiday. And because it's a cultural stabilizing holiday, you know what I'm saying, we need to support it. All right, let me fix something real quick. I need to fix something real quick. Boom. There we go. We're going to transition again. Excuse me. All right. So, now, for those that are interested in some of the shirts, you know what I'm saying, if you know the day you was born on, you got your days. This is Amani. Nice little red John there. But here, let's go on and let's show more. All right, boom. We're going to show more. So, you like the Kwanzaa piece, right? Now, I would suggest that you get it on colors like green or red, or the best color probably will be white because of the way the lettering is. But it stands out on green and red. Dark colors like this, I don't know. It looks like it stands out on here, but I have to get one to see because I only got 2 of them because I just wanted to get samples. But yeah, it's kicking. So we celebrate Kwanzaa all year round here. Kwanzaa, hashtag Kwanzaa 365. How about you? You know what I'm saying? So go on and join us. Get on here, support Gye-Nyame Journey, as well as support your culturally stabilizing holiday, right? Because we invest in a lot in this. So we hope you come out and support. We will be streaming from 9 to 9 every day. That's the goal, from 9 to 9 with some activities for all age groups. All age groups. So come on out and see what we putting together. Got a lot of cutting up to do. That's why if you see me at the beginning, that's why I was cussing at the beginning. All right. But call lines are open. Let me make sure. Okay, call lines are open. All right, we're going to go to Gye-Nyame Journey. Oh, they say we live here. All right, Michael wins from the grave. Michael Jackson Estate wins appeal in Leaving Neverland suit with HBO. I think they got something like $100 million. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up, Michael. You know what I'm saying? Your the ones you left, trying to make sure they get paid. You know what I'm saying? I understand. All right. Student loan experts call repayment system a Frankenstein's monster. And, of course, we know that the monsters always kill its creator. Always strives to kill its creator. The monster always strives to kill its creator. So the student loan, because the Webb family, if you haven't seen my video that I did about student loans, I gotta make sure I put that up. You know what I'm saying? Because, I got a video. I ain't gonna tell on it yet, but I got a video about that. Another tech to check out now. In here, they have, this is wealthdaily.com, and in here what they got is links that you could click to find out more information. Family, I'm not encouraging that you do that. I'm just trying to expose you to some possible new tech that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Keeping you in the know. You know what I'm saying? The Tesla hydrogen fuel arrives at 221 miles per hour. They got a car that runs on hydrogen supposedly that I think will be available in like 2022. They're going to bring out 300 models, and they're pre-selling 300 models right now that they're trying to get together by 2022 that runs on pure hydrogen, right? For those that don't understand the significance of that, hydrogen is considered the most abundant element in the universe. You can get hydrogen from water. That's how abundant. You get hydrogen from water. And the only thing that hydrogen fuel lets out is water vapor. Pure water vapor. It's like you can drive this car and fill up your drinking container and drink the pure water that flows from it. Pure water. All right, but, so we'll see how that goes. You know what I'm saying? Because, I remember when electric cars people was laughing at this shit. Now, a Tesla, if you don't know, a Tesla has no hesitation. So when you push the gas on a Tesla electric car, it's damn near no cars, no gas engine cars that can actually keep up with a Tesla from start. Because when you push the gas in a regular car, there's a second hesitation. With Tesla, there's no hesitation. You push the pedal, and your ass is moving. Period. Ain't no that shit's like totally different experience. So I hear, right, from car enthusiasts. So now if they're able to do something like that with hydrogen, and this model that they talk about right here, they say it goes 221 miles per hour. Say it goes 0 to 60 in 2.2 seconds. Like, goddamn. Just saying. They probably could boost up a Tesla to kind of keep up with that. 2.2 seconds, huh? 2 Alaskan health workers got emergency treatment after receiving Pfizer vaccine. 2 reactions. I wonder. And these 2 reactions in the same hospital. I wonder how many other reactions are out there that we're not hearing about. Anybody got any news, let us know. Well, they probably will block it anyway. Because once again, they're messing with your memory. Like check this memory trick out. Somebody brought up in a discussion about this the vaccination, and I'm not saying I'm not for, I'm not against. It's your choice. I'm here on this platform. I want people to think. I want you to be clear. Period. Decision you make is decision you make. So somebody brought up and said, "You remember Tuskegee?" And the guy's response to get rid of the idea about Tuskegee was, "You got Tuskegee all wrong. Tuskegee wasn't about giving the people a disease. It's about not giving them the cure for the disease that they had." Now this is the retort to, black folks, they thinking about Tuskegee. But actually, Tuskegee wasn't about giving black people a disease. It's about refusing to give them the treatment for the disease and see how far it will go. Also, I'm quite sure they did some experiments with placebos as well. I'm quite sure. Actually, that might be a good thing to look into. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so the retort was that because they didn't give the disease, the idea of the Tuskegee experiment should be discounted. And our thoughts of Tuskegee are unmerited when it comes to this because they're giving us something. Okay? How y'all feel about that? Does that argument make you feel any more comfortable? Just asking. Right? I don't think that was a good retort. But then once again, I'm telling y'all to watch out also, because they're making receiving this vaccine a racial justice issue. They won't give your ass reparations. They won't give your ass capital or access to capital. They won't give your ass property as a racial justice move, but they will give you a vaccine. Y'all keep your idea of racial justice for me. Speaking for me. I'm speaking for me. You keep your idea of racial justice. Shit just don't sound right to me. But anyway. All right. All right. We got some videos posted up. I don't think she meant to post them up there. This is Daily Toast from yesterday, but we didn't get to go through the news yesterday. So, all right. These fish have domesticated shrimp staff to help them farm algae. And all I said to this was, even fish practice economics better than we do. Because I'm quite sure the shrimp is getting paid fairly. So a fish, this little funny looking guy right here, is handling economics better than human beings, especially West Asia, in America. Think about that. This fish dude right here is being fair with his workers. They eat the algae. You know what I'm saying? They handling it. Business. They doing business. They doing a transaction. They have a trained workforce. Now, they might not have a 401k. They might not have health care. But I bet you those shrimp ain't hungry. The things that nature can teach us. And it says it domesticate. Let's go and read this science alert. This is by Jacinta Bowler on the 15th. Damn, something I forgot to do. Whether it's our canine best friends or ambivalent feline housemates, humans are indisputably the best at domestication. The list of species we domesticated range from dogs, sheep, people, and chickens. I added that people part, but many of us have been domesticated. You know. To more elusive creatures like bees and parrots, plants like wheat and corn, and even ourselves. Oh, okay, he mentioned it. Now researchers have discovered fish that seem to be using shrimp in the same way we use farm animals. The team think it could be the first example of a vertebrate species other than humans domesticating another animal. The farmer fish in question is called a long-fin damselfish, or Stegatus diencaceus, I guess. And they spend their days amongst the coral reefs off the coast of Belize in Central America, tending to and munching on their own personal algae farms. They're also pretty proud of their produce and will chase away any creatures that get too close, except for swarms of tiny zooplankton called mysid shrimp, who are seemingly fertilizing the algae's batch. The damselfish aggressively defend a patch of reef where they farm algae for food against all but mysid shrimp. Swarms of mysid shrimp, who benefit from the protected refuge provided by damselfish, fertilize the algae farms with their waste, improving quality of the farm algae and in turn the conditions of the farmer, the damselfish. This is a symbiotic relationship. It's a reciprocal relationship. One gets protection and safety and does what it does. Poops and fertilizes, and it has an area of safety. The other gets the benefit of eating what has been fertilized. Reciprocal, my art in action. Our principles in action. All right, but hold on. The swarm of mysid shrimp benefit from, the idea is that the damselfish and mysid shrimp started off in a commensal relationship where one creature benefits from the other without harming it, before the relationship became more specialized until the domesticated shrimp couldn't live without their fishy farming friends. So basically the fish made it so comfortable for them that the shrimp possibly would not exist anymore if these fish did not exist. And I'm thinking the same could be said for the fish. If the shrimp stop existing, it's a good possibility that these fish are going to take a hit. The team uses the example of how wolves became domesticated into dogs by coming close to human counts for scraps before eventually becoming our companions and slowly morphing into the dogs we know today. The line of what exactly defined domestication is not clear, or is not clear cut. Some researchers argue that domestication requires genetic changes between wild and domesticated creatures, which are normally selected for by the domesticator, as well as sustain multi-generational influence over the reproduction and care of the domesticated species. That's how humans do it. Anyway, but in this case, the researchers have some solid reasons for their claim of domestication between the damselfish and the mirrored shrimp. But in this case, the researchers have some solid reason for their claim of domestication between the damselfish and mysid shrimp. The presence of non-mysid associated longfish damselfish suggests that these fish create farms for purpose unrelated to mysid domestication. The team, led by Brooker, writes in their new paper, however, the lack of reef associated mysids outside of farms at our study site suggests that these mysids have an obligate reliance on a niche created by the damselfish, i.e. farms, for survival within this predatory-rich environment. These results are consistent with the hypothesized behavioral process to underpin domestication via the commensal pathway. Y'all go and finish reading that. If you won't, just thought it was interesting. See the moon shadow on the earth from the 2020 total solar eclipse in these stunning satellite views. The eclipse, for those that don't know, happened on the 14th, and exactly 7 days from that, we're going to have the great solstice star, the conjunction between Jupiter, Saturn, and maybe I'm hearing might be the moon. I don't know. The great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, right there. You can read about it, find out some more information. It's an economic war. Warren Buffett urges Congress to extend relief for small businesses. Once again, what about the people? We hear about these small businesses. The small businesses that we have are not suffering. Well, let me put it this way. Yeah, they're suffering because of COVID, but also they're suffering because people have less access to cash. Increase the people's cash amount, especially around this time of year, and you're going to increase spending. Why do we got these motherfuckers up here who got the shit all twisted? People are the foundation of the economic system, not businesses. No people, no business. But you can have people without business. We see that. We see it. You can go to any country. I ain't going to say any country, but you go to a place that you would consider undeveloped. There's people existing without businesses. But businesses can't exist without people. So when you take care of the people, you take care of the businesses. When you put money in the people's pocket, you put money in the business's pocket. I don't understand, why is it so hard for these individuals to see this in Congress, in the Senate? I really don't. And the $600, family, let me be very clear. The $600 that they're talking about right now, you should look at as an insult. That's less than minimum wage for a month. That's half of minimum wage for a month. The first $1,200 was a goddamn insult. Because what they are saying, or what some of these rich motherfuckers that's in Congress and in the Senate is saying, is that if you get too much money, you won't have a reason to go to work. Like, how much money could Jay send your ass and you just stop work? How much do they have to send you for you to actually stop your grind, stop your hustle, stop what you're doing? You might be able to take a little break, which will be good for you and good for the company. But hey, I'm just a guy talking. That's it. 16 years later, a helicopter returns to the site of the world's most famous photograph of inequality. So this is in Brazil. So right here, you got this fancy hotel. Look, or whether it's a resort. I don't know whether it's a resort or whether it's a condo where people live, because on each floor you have a swimming pool. Look at that shit. That shit is incredible. Look at that shit. And then you got the tennis court. You got this. You got the big swimming pool, and then there's a wall that goes around. And on the other side of the wall, you have people living hand in hand. Imagine waking up every day, walking out your little house, out your hovel, out your shack, and you get to look at this every day. Some people are like, well, I'll take it as motivation. But what this is showing is there is a super massive inequality here. There's a definite wealth gap where this type of thing can happen, where somebody can have enough money to build a hotel with tiered swimming pools on each floor, a hotel or a condo. I don't know what it is. Tennis courts and all this shit. But right next door, you got people living hand to hand. Incredible. And some people look at that picture and won't even see anything wrong. IRS is setting traps for Bitcoins and virtual currency investors on a 2020 tax form. Beware if you own some. You don't have to report it. A minute ago, it wasn't even real. You know what I'm saying? It started hitting, it went past 15,000, and motherfuckers is like losing their mind. We need to get some taxes. We need to get taxes for it. Bitcoin needs to be taxed. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't supposed to be able to trace it, but family, depending on where you got your account, they able to trace it. So don't even play, right? Depending on where you got your account. You know what I'm saying? 3 hydrogen stocks to buy for the $11 trillion breakout. InvestorPlace.com. Now, I'm posting this up, not because I want you to go somewhere and buy something. So if you go read this article, please, click the link at your own risk. I'm just letting you know about the cutting edge thing, just like with this. Don't go spend your life savings on some goddamn Bitcoin because I'm talking about it. What I'm doing is introducing you to new things or to some things that you might have heard about and making articles available so that you could do some self-improvement, so that you can lift up your finances. Once again, lines are open 614-556-4535, unless y'all just like hearing my charming voice. As a matter of fact, I need to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I'm your host, Brother Hatim. We are on the Daily Toast. What the hell happened, Anime? Something got caught in your throat? I'm your host, Brother Hatim. This is the Daily Toast. And of course, it's a Heart of a Simba production. Well, we strive to blow up your old paradigms. So this was supposed to make the internet more accessible for those that don't have it. But SpaceX won rural FCC funding in surprise places like major airports. All right, let's go and look at this real quick because I want you to understand how the hustle works. So when we get into politics, we got to understand this is what these motherfuckers doing. Government decides who get the money. Government decides who gets rich, who has access to capital. Please understand. What do you mean by capital? The money, homie. The resources to get shit done. Government decides that and protects that. I don't know what we using government for. I'm just, I'm saying, here, and I don't know what we using it for. We're using it so we could be the moral foundation of the country? Is that what we doing? Let me off this because I don't want to ride no more because that shit is not fun. I'm not trying to be, we don't need to be the moral conscious. You understand what I'm saying? They morally corrupt. We need to be about our people's business. That's what we need to be about. That's what every politician that says that they black need to be doing. You need to be handling your people's business. Because everybody else is looking out for their interest. And we the only ones that get up in here with this universal talk. And we need to stop that shit. It's not healthy. All right. Starlink and other ISPs took advantage of the broken FCC system, researchers say. Now, Starlink is, from what I gather, and I could be wrong, Starlink is a project that was put together by SpaceX where they have satellites up, and what they are trying to do is bring internet all over the world. We got a bunch of these projects where we got all these satellites. Sometimes, if you look up and you got a real dark night without a lot of light, you can see satellites moving across the sky, right? But you got to really look. You see satellites out there. And by getting satellites out there, they're able to stream down or send down beams that will make it possible for everybody to get on the internet. It's supposed to be affordable and very cheap. So let's see what SpaceX did. The Federal Communications, this is an article from Ars Technica, and it's John Brocken. John Brocken. Let me see if there's any comments. No comments. None. All right. We'll make this the last article. I won't bore y'all. The Federal Communication Commission last week awarded $9.2 billion with a B to 180 broadband providers, saying that the money will bring internet access to 5.2 million people. $9.2 billion to bring internet to 5.2 million. Is Kwame on the line? Okay, Google. What's 9.2 billion divided by 5.2 million?
The answer is approximately 1,769.230,769.
So they're spending $1,769.23 for each individual in that 5.2 million. 1,000. That's more than your stimulus. $1,769.23 to make sure that everybody have access to the internet. Or 5 million people have access to the internet. Now, this is the price that the government is paying per individual. Right? Now, how much per year is the cable companies or these companies going to make? Hold on. So they gave this to $9.2 billion to 180 broadband providers. I didn't know it was 180 broadband providers. Did y'all know that? How many? Why we can't be in the broadband business? Capital, access, connections. Sending money will bring internet access to 5.2 million unserved homes and businesses in rural areas across the United States. In rural areas. We're in urban areas where some of my families that I'm working with right now can't get good access to internet. Can't get affordable access during a goddamn pandemic when all of our children are at home, access to the internet. All right, I'm just saying. Homes and businesses in the rural. Who live in rural areas, family? The majority. Who live in rural areas? Isn't that like suburbs and shit? Am I wrong? No? That's like the country? All right. I'll keep my mouth shut. But consumer advocates say they found major problems in the FCC's funding choice, such as sending money to wealthy urban areas that are adjacent to high-speed networks. SpaceX is among the biggest beneficiary of the funding decision that have drawn criticism. FCC chairman, see now, this is money that's going to be pumped into this company, that this company is going to be able to deliver a product that they are going to be able to sell. So this, in a sense, is government granting money to companies to provide a service. So or to expand their service. So the government is investing. I'm going to shut up. SpaceX is among the biggest beneficiary of the funding decision that have drawn criticism. FCC Chairman Ajit Pai is subsidizing broadband for the rich, according to the title of an analysis last week by Derek Turner, research director at the advocacy group Free Press. Turner has a strong track record analyzing FCC broadband data and last year found major errors in Pai's broadband deployment claims. Now the issue that, what's my man from the Free Press, Derek Turner, I think Derek Turner earned it notice, but he knows that this is not an error. Pai's priority seems to be closing the golf course and parking lot digital divide. He said, Pai's priority seems to be closing the golf course and parking lot digital divide. Turner wrote, The FCC's Rural Digital Opportunity Fund, despite its name, is devoting a significant portion of its money to urban and suburban areas, he wrote. While there are broadband shortages in urban areas, Turner argues that some of the FCC money is going to urban areas that existing cables or fiber ISPs could serve with just minor extensions of their existing network. And they're going to use this money to extend that network to increase their cash flow. And then probably how they wrote it was saying we're going to increase that network, and that money, the extra money that we make, is going to be able to put some money in your pocket, as well as make sure that the internet is more accessible for other people, because we'll be able to reach out farther. So we got to increase our business base so that we can grow, so that we can service those out in the wilderness. The $9.2 billion for all ISPs is being distributed over 10 years, making the annual payout $920 million. SpaceX wins money in surprising places. Turner published a follow-up blog post today focusing on SpaceX, which is receiving $885.51 million over 10 years to provide Starlink broadband to 642,925 homes and businesses in 35 states. Free Press estimates that nearly 13% of the money awarded to Starlink, $111 million, is to provide service in urban areas across all 180 funded ISPs. More than $700 million of $9.2 billion is subsidized were awarded to ISPs for development in non-rural areas, Turner wrote. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk has said Starlink is targeted at rural areas and will serve the hardest to serve customers that telcos otherwise have trouble reaching. While SpaceX did get FCC funding for plenty of rural areas, it also won the right to serve a large number of very urban areas that the FCC broken system deemed eligible for rewards. Turner wrote, for example, the SpaceX won broadband subsidies in locations at or adjacent to major airports in Atlanta, Chicago, Denver, New York City, Seattle, Las Vegas, Newark, Miami, Boston, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Detroit, and Philadelphia. Turner Post is filled with examples such as this one, shows that SpaceX received funding to serve the Miami's International Airport and adjacent areas. SpaceX won funding in other surprising places such as Jersey City Target store, census blocks with luxury hotels in Chicago, empty parking lots, grassy fields, and highway medians near Washington, D.C., a parking garage in downtown Miami Beach, 2 blocks from the beach, surrounded on all sides by multiple companies offering gigabit service, and a street in San Francisco that borders the southern edge of Golden Gate Park. SpaceX is also getting funding to serve a parking lot outside the Pentagon, according to Turner. So you going to read the rest of that. But, hey, they playing the game, family. They playing the game. And they getting over it. And like I said, what we going to do about it? Hey, I'm just an angry black guy, so what the hell do I know? All right, I'm gone, family. This is Brother Hatim, and guess what? I am out. The hell going on?
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I'm a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is...
All right, it's time for the Toast family. Come on out. Let's get it.
Trying to be right.
Daily Toast. Tomorrow morning. Media, G&J.media. We are doing the Daily Toast.
Habari Gani today, and which one? It's time to work together. Play.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. pray. Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey. See some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?